Welcome back to today's video. We are adding a new square to our Patchwork Blanket Project, our ongoing journey to create a unique handmade blanket one square at a time. Whether you're following along with the crocheting or the knitting, each square is a building block, and once you have enough, we'll stitch them together into a one-of-a-kind piece. Remember, symmetry isn't necessary, but consistency is key. That means using the same size of knitting needles and a medium weight yarn or whatever yarn you ended up starting the project with. Now let's dive into the video. Today's square features the broken rib knit stitch. You'll need to know how to cast on, knit, purl, and bind off. Now to get started, you are going to want to cast on multiples of 2 plus 1. Now, if you are following along with the Patchwork Blanket Project, you want to make sure that however many stitches you cast on is going to be how many rows you end up knitting up. So for this video, since it's going to be multiples of 2 plus 1, I'm casting on 31, which means I'm going to end up doing 31 rows. Now, whichever you ended up deciding to do for your project, just stay consistent with that. Just remember, there's no need for perfect symmetry, just focus on consistency so everything fits together in the end. So this square might end up being slightly different in size compared to the other squares you've been doing for this project, and that is okay. Now that you have all your stitches cast on, for row 1, it's super easy. You are going to knit every single stitch until the end of the row. Now that row 1's done, we're going to go ahead and turn our work and we're going to start on row 2. You're going to start off first by purling the first stitch, then you're going to do a repeat of knit 1, purl 1, and you're going to do that all the way into the end of the row. Again, for row 2, you are going to start off by purling 1, and then you're going to do the repeat of a knit 1, purl 1 until you reach the end of the row. Now that we're finishing off row 2, what you're going to want to do to continue on your project is you're just going to repeat row 1 and row 2, which means you're going to be working a knit 1 full row, and then the second row is going to be doing a purl 1 and then a repeat of a knit 1, purl 1 until the end of the row. Go ahead and keep doing that for your size of project, and if you are following along with the Patchwork Blanket Project, go ahead and finish off as many rows as you had casted on. So here I am finishing off my 31st row. Once your square is done, block it if you can to keep the sides neat and even. Feel free to experiment with different colors throughout the project. This is actually the 4th color I've used for my patchwork blanket, and I actually like how this turned out. It's different than the other colors I've been using so far. So hopefully you pick something as fun. Just make sure that you stick with the same yarn weight and needle size. And of course, I'd love to see your progress. Share your squares in the comments or tag me on social media so we can all see your patchwork blanket grow together. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.